Okay, now let's take a look at a supervisor portfolio. You can search for a supervisor by typing in their name, either their first or their surname, or you can also do an advanced search for a supervisor similar to registrars and include former supervisors, or perhaps if you only know what facility they're in, you can search for a supervisor using the facility. Here we can see this supervisor portfolio looks very similar to the trainee portfolio, with contact details of that supervisor, including their phone and email details, some information about their accreditation status, who their related training coordinator is. Then down here in the accordions, you'll be able to see if they've got any trainees, any related people in the practice, like their practice manager, what facility they currently work in, and then again, some more information about the regional profile that they're in. The tabs along the supervisor portfolio provide more information. There's some more detailed information about accreditation, such as when they were first accredited and when their accreditation is due to expire, and some information about accreditation history. Now, remembering that this won't necessarily be migrated information or data from the RTO, so this may be empty. There are spaces, a tab here for follow-ups, so any follow-ups that have been created for this supervisor in terms of critical incidents or adverse events. Again, there's the items for action for supervisors, and this says what items are nearly due or overdue, and this particular supervisor has 2 workplace-based assessments that are due. You can see their due dates are in March here. This tab here will outline the historical trainees that this particular supervisor has had. Again, this data may not be complete, depending, certainly not now, but perhaps might not have all of the trainees migrated over. And then there are 2 more tabs, one for professional development, which will outline the professional development that the supervisor has attended. And again, so some mandatory ones for starting as a supervisor and then just ongoing professional development. And then finally, the last tab is around correspondence with the supervisor. And here you can add a file note. Just wait till it loads, but you'll be able to add a file note or send an email through the TMS so that that email is stored in the TMS as a record, and you can send an SMS, but we usually do save SMSs for very urgent issues. The file note here is where you can add a file note about a supervisor, and we will have a video on file notes. So that is the supervisor portfolio.